try to take this from me. Don't try to take this from me now.
Okay, so the first thing I do is I obviously need to pin back my hair to get my hair out of my face. So my skin, if you guys don't know already, is really, really oily, and obviously in the spring and summertime you're going to get really hot and sweaty, so the oils is going to get even worse, and you also need some sunscreen. So if you don't want to wear sunscreen just straight up on your face, which I absolutely hate doing, I have a solution. So my routine has been consistent of this BB cream. Now usually I haven't been wearing this BB cream because it does have lots of oils in it, so it kind of makes my skin a little bit more oily at sometimes. But I found a way to get rid of that. This is the Revlon Photo Ready BB cream, and I love the way that this works, but it's just not necessarily the best thing for oily skin. Until I show you what I do, because this is obviously for oily skin. It's Skin Perfector, and it has the SPF of 30, so it has lots of SPF in it, especially for the spring and summertime. So yeah, so the first thing that I do is I just apply this to my fingertips, to my clean fingers, and blend it in very nicely. And I make sure to focus under my eyes and around my nose, the places that I would need to conceal, because lately I've been trying not to use concealer as much as possible, just because you don't need it. Usually I don't need it. Sometimes if I just don't get enough sleep, period, I'll use it under my eyes, but I'm looking pretty good today, so I'm just going to do without concealer today. So that by itself looks really good, as you can see. Just makes my skin look really nice, I guess. But yeah, it does feel kind of greasy and just makes you feel a little oily. So what I like to do is I also take my Bare Minerals Original foundation. It has SPF 15, and I'm in the shade Fair, and I'm also in the latest shade for the BB cream. But I love using this by itself, but then just putting it on, you know, like over top of this, it really works for oily skin, and I really, really like the finish that it does. So I'm just going to take my Bare Minerals Full Flawless Face Brush, I think that's what it's called, yeah, Full Flawless Face Brush, and apply that all over my face. So I kind of dip it in, and since it is a loose powder, you're going to just lightly pat off the excess so that it doesn't go all over the place, because that would not be good. And then I just apply that all over my face. And this gives more coverage and also gives more SPF. So you've got your skin's pretty protected from the sun. So I buff that in circular motions all over the face. And this just absorbs the oils, but also gives more coverage, and more on my forehead and right here. Sorry if you hear the door. My family just came home. So yeah, just putting that all over, and kind of putting it on my eyes too, just mattify my eyelids a little bit, get rid of some of the oil. So that is for the foundation part. That's all that I use for foundation. So then for setting powder, I use my good old trusty Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. It's long lasting, so it's perfect for the spring and summer when you get really sweaty, and it does work for oily skin. I really, really do like it. And then I'm using my, what is this? Retractable Baked Powder Blush Brush by Laura Geller. I think that's how you say it. I'm not quite sure. So I just swirled it all over my powder, and just lightly in circular motions apply it all over my face because of the oils, and you want to set it so that you look nice and good. And it's so, my goodness, it's so soft. It's like one of the softest brushes ever. If you have a Ulta near you, I would definitely recommend checking out Laura Geller. She's amazing, and her brushes are just amazing. So yeah, sometimes I have to reapply powder during the day because my skin is just it just makes more oil all day long. It just doesn't want to stay matte. it just doesn't. But yeah, so that is it for the foundation. That's what I do. Sometimes I'll apply concealer, but like I said today, I'm not really feeling using concealer. So that's it for my foundation. And now we're going to move on to my brows. So let's see that clip. Yay! Okay, so for my brows, typically I'll just take this really crappy drugstore brow brush, because this is all I have right now. I can't find any spoolie or anything anywhere else, but I'll just go ahead and just comb through my brows, just to kind of define them a little bit and give them a little bit of shape so that they're not super crazy. So, sorry, it just went out of focus. It just gives them a little bit of shape. Alright, so typically I'll use my Lorac Pro. I select in the palette Mauve because it's a couple shades lighter than my brows. You don't want to use anything the same shade like Sable or anything else, because it just makes your brows way too dark and it just doesn't work. So I'm just going to put a little more of a dent into this palette. Sorry about the focus. And I just start from the outer corner of my brow and go inwards. So if you start out and then you start filling in the middle. And yeah, so start from the tail and then keep filling in. I don't make them thicker. I just kind of fill in the bald spots and just define my face a little bit better. So yeah. And I'll kind of go in a little bit. And I'm also using this Laura Geller. Oh, there we go. There, now it's focusing. So yeah, so you just want to do that. And as you can see, it's a little bit more defined than this brow. Kind of, not really, because I haven't really totally filled it in yet. But I don't like my brows really thick. I just like them natural and defined. Because I didn't used to fill in my brows because I didn't like how thick I would do them. So now I really know how to fill in my brows. So yeah, just shape them in. And once I have shaped my brow, then I like to brush it with the comb. Not the brush, because this brush hurts like really bad. Because it's like such a crappy brush. Because I don't have a real one. So yeah, just brush through the brows. And that's the difference. Can you tell? I don't know if you can tell or not. But yeah. So I can definitely tell a little bit of a difference. It's a lot thicker today than I usually do because it's so hard to like film and like actually do your brows or like anything, because you know your camera angle is like really weird. But you know. So yeah, I'm just filling in this brow, and obviously your eyebrows are not the same. They're different. They're sisters, not twins. That's what I've heard like everywhere, and totally agree about it. So this brow is super thick compared to this one. I don't like the way this turned out. But yeah. See, this one's more flat, and this one has a little bit more of an arch than this one. I like this one a lot better than this one. But yeah, hold on. Sometimes what I have to do is I have to brush a arch into this one. So just quickly brush and then go down. So you go up and then you go down. And if your brows are too thick or harsh, you can take a regular brush and just brush them out. So I'm going to zoom out. As you can see, they're a lot thicker, but if you have bangs like me that go straight across, having thick brows might be a good idea so that you can see them a little bit better. I filled them in anyway, even though my bangs just cover them, but yeah.
Don't try to take this from me. Don't try to take